How to set up a discus breeding tank? What all goes into a breeding tank? You have a lot of questions like these. Check this video out. Hi guys, I'm Rahul and welcome back to my channel. Yay! So, like the title says, it's about how to set up a discus breeding tank. Okay, so you know we have made a lot of videos about discus keeping. I've made a lot of videos about setting up discus tanks and breeding tanks. Also, I've made videos before, but earlier the two videos which I made where one I converted a big tank into a smaller tank. Into three breeding sections. Second, I made little thin and tall breeding tanks because I didn't have space because of my place where I was staying, and I had to have tanks, so that's what was a little cramped. I'll leave the links of all of that in the description. I'm not getting into details. So this particular video is basically the ideal size what we need for breeding discus. If you have an adult discus which is about 4.5-5 inches size, the size what you need for a breeding tank, and the important things and simple stuff what you guys can take care when you want to do breeding, or if you have a breeding pair which is formed out of your beautiful community tank what you have. So definitely this is a good video for you to check out and find out what are the basics things what you need when you want to set up a discus fish breeding tank. Okay, one more very important thing, like you all know, with discus, the water parameters is very important, and during breeding ideally the TDS needs to be very low. The lower the TDS, you get better hatch rates with the fish, so hardness has to be very low. So the TDS has to be something below like 80 ppm is very good. So that is something I had not mentioned in this video when I showed the entire setup, so that's why I'm mentioning it now. So water is also a very important factor when you want to get into breeding and want to get ideal hatch rates and stuff. Discus do breed at higher hardness also. I'm not saying this is a must, but ideally below 80 or below 100 ppm of hardness is very good. So not wasting too much of your time. And one more small thing, whatever things we have used in this video are general items like this filter what you see in the back, on the pump, and a lot of things are things which I pick up from Amazon. So it's all the links of it are mentioned in this video's description. So in case you guys want to pick up any stuff, please do click or check out the description for a lot of details. A lot of you guys don't check out the description, so you keep commenting like, where did you get this, where did you get that? So all of it is mentioned in the video's description. Please do have a look. Apart from that, anything specific you need, I'm very happy to reply to your comments. Do drop in your comments and feedbacks. Yeah. And before we go, if you're visiting my channel for the first time, please do consider subscribing and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Bell icon is a very important thing. I didn't know about it. Unless you hit the bell icon, you will not get notified when we post videos in the future. And if you've seen our trailer, we make videos in 5 regional languages. And so please do subscribe and support us, and see you on the other side. So first up, the ideal size for a discus breeding tank would be a cube tank, which is 18 inches in width, 18 inches in height, and 18 inches in depth. This tank, what you see in front of you, is a little bigger. It's about 22 by 18 by 18. So ideally this is a good size for discus which is fully grown. 2 of them, if you put them in this tank, is more than enough. And one more very important thing is sticking of the white sticker on all the sides, even the bottom, except for the front glass, so that there is no shadow, they don't feel stressed, and they feel very secure. So a lot of people have been doing this, keeping a thermocol, that doesn't give you a white finish like this. If you see, there is no glare at all, right? So if you keep a thermocol, what happens is you get a mirror kind of an effect, which ends up putting the fish in stress, and they may not they might get scared, and they may not get into the breeding process, or they may not even lay the eggs or eat up the eggs. Yep. So that is something we need to take care. So white sticker sticking, I have made a separate video. The thumbnail will be coming up on screen. I'm not getting into details of how it is done, so please check out the video's description for that video. A link is mentioned in the video's description. Okay, next up, this is an old tank, so I've cleaned it up. So we use potassium permanganate. I'll be showing that next, and then we'll get back. So if you're making a new tank, you need to obviously do a leak test. So fill it up to whatever level you want to use, keep the water, and put potassium permanganate. I have put potassium manganate basically to disinfect everything. In my case, this was an existing tank. There was some other fishes inside, so I want to disinfect it before my breeding pair goes into this. Yep. So first disinfect, part of your leak test, and also disinfection. So done. Empty the tank, completely wipe down the glass, and then fill in fresh water. So next is the main thing, which is the filtration. I've made a lot of videos about this particular filtration. It is a sponge filter which is glass mounted. Preferably we should use this so that the bottom portion of the tank area is kind of you have clean area, so you don't need to. So generally the normal sponge filters will kind of tend to it'll be difficult to clean, and for the babies now there is going to be a breeding cone which is going to come in and all of that. So the filter what we're going to be using is the sponge filter. Preferably we should use this sponge filter which is light green in color. I made a video on this separately, and you guys can check that out. So why we use the light green color is because you know that the Discus babies get attracted to darker colors. So generally your stock sponge filters are black in color, like this, and you can see the difference. So this is light green, and the entire filter and everything is light in color. This is like fully black. So the babies, once they hatch and come out, they kind of tend to get attracted to darker colors. So if you see, some varieties of Discus also change their color during breeding. So to avoid that, we do this. So sometimes a lot of breeders, even I used to do that, is remove this filter out when the baby is going to hatch. So then then the tank is without filtration for a very long time. So these kind of filters are really cool because it's pretty light, and they light in color, and even if the babies are on this, the parents can make out that the babies are on this. So I'm going to be fixing this into the tank, and it's a just general hang-on filter. And I made a video, like I mentioned earlier. Link of that video will be there in the video's description. Next up, like I tell in all my videos, very important thing is a thermometer. I've been trying to get the link for this, but any thermometer will do. But yeah, this is a glass hanging kind of a thermometer. First things first, that is very important. And depending on your location, of course, you need a heater. I'm from Bangalore, so it's pretty cold here, so we need to have a heater. So I'm using a 100-watt heater here. So, and the temperature, ideal temperature for any fish tank is between 26 to 28 degrees. So currently it's winter here, so the temperature is really cold, so I need to use a heater. So that's why I'm going to be installing a heater too. But most important thing, we need a thermometer. Only then you know if you need a heater or not. So previously what you saw is a breeding cone that I made a video, you saw the link. So this is a terracotta breeding cone which is also available. If you guys are interested in picking this up, you can check out the details in the video's description. This is a ready-made thing, right? So the previous one what you saw can be made. I've made a video that is also there mentioned in the video's description. So after about I think about 30 days or 25 to 30 days of cycling with stability and some food, we added the breeding pair into their new tank. Yeah, they're just settling down, so they're a little still scared about the camera and all of that. So yeah, so they're settling down now, and they're okay. They're eating well. They're settled down. So like I mentioned in the intro also, that the water parameters is something we need to take care. When it comes to discus breeding, we need to have little lower TDS, so below 100 is pretty good. Yep. So that's about it. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. So hope you guys like this video. If you did, give us a big thumbs up, like and share our video, and like I said earlier, if you haven't subscribed, do subscribe to our channel. Yeah, and do drop in your comments, very important. Give us feedback about what you think about this video, and which makes us help us to make better videos. And do drop in your comments. Value adds. I need your comments. Please do drop in your comments. Yeah, and the pandemic, of course, is spreading all over still. It's not gone, so stay safe and wash your hands, wear a mask, and try to maintain social distancing wherever you can. Yeah, so stay safe, guys, and until our next video, bye bye.